She went into older friends. She saw my different about she went into older friends.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
She saw my different about she went into older friends.
Everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll take it into the end zone
can't hear me?
Browns touchdown.
I can hear you right now. You when it's on there.
With touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short.
She went into older friends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I thought that bitch went back. She went into older friends.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
A little bit so advanced.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
Down, she saw my dick from the back and then went in told her friends.
Drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Where that nigga Bronte at?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
How you set up your pinch down 2
I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's all? Outside quarter?
First down, Prescott.
That's only
And there is Amari
if
Cooper, his first catch.
That's only
it's the longer down, then yeah, I would, but if it's not, then...
Timing is everything, and they work on this
You can tell me what
all the
he
time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because
they know a little bit something different about she went in to order friends.
Ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Mayfield looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards on the play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football.
She's something about that woman's order
and
runs.
then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Sack!
Rush, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Elliott. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're... But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Help, nigga. Oh, no, I wouldn't.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Grant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
pick the
Throwing on
ball.
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Damn.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Prescott now.
Oh, Sheldon Richardson with the
intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stage. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. Give him 30 yards there. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8th. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Walker showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage is excellent downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On second down, Mayfield again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe there to make the play in coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Set, 20.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check back, check back.
Mayfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, 47. 26.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
On first down, Grant. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, all right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Dude, I hate when you do that.
Now in Arlington, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Drop it,
Open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Yo, fuck around and get exposed again.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass
Fuck
play.
exposed
Second
again.
and 3.
Again.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
The Chiefs released Dustin Folkley.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
You didn't say that.
Hey, alert, alert!
Yeah, I ain't.
Hey, hey,
What's your problem?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
How many interceptions have I thrown this game?
They'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Why'd he leave?
I don't know, bro. You know him.
I gotta run errands. You right, man. I can
You
merge.
didn't say that.
I can merge
They'll
with
run on
this.
first down. Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line.
Little bit
14
sold,
yards,
man.
good for a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he
You
goes.
keep dissing us, you'll fuck around and get exposed in.
The sack
And get
cost him
exposed
only a
in.
yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he is all the way up past the 25. So
I ain't
now
have to
he's
hold
equaled
it,
his
man.
interception
Little bit
total from a
sold,
week
man.
ago.
She saw
Remember,
my dick
Charles, he had
from
3
the night.
last week.
And you vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
They had to hold her hand.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And
The Browns
might
on
be coming
3rd
back,
down.
boy.
2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Mayfield.
No,
eluding
I'm
the
dead ass
pressure
because
right.
like the fucking thing, like NCAA
That's
just
out to Chubb, complete.
allow
And
the
he'll be
things
out of bounds,
that the
but they'll
players
get it
can
up
get
past the 45.
Checks.
can get money
A
off
pickup
of
of
their
24 on the 3rd down conversion.
People using them as endorsements and shit.
Mayfield. Going
He had to
deep
hold her
for
hand.
Andrew. That's caught inside the 20. And
I heard you.
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So he's not going to join back.
Nope.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
Get him, Denzel.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 63 yards on the ground. Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11. Right here, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And all will be intercepted.
Sure you won't do that?
Good positioning, and it's picked
Yeah,
off.
nigga, because clearly Dom's the initiator of the team, and then if you walk
He's
around out,
into
and
the
you are too.
clear. He's at the 30, the 20, and he'll score.
I had to hold him.
Touchdown.
A little bit slow, man.
Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
You keep this in me, you'll fuck around and get exposed again.
On 1st down, it's Elliott.
And I
Nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. And they will take a knee here.
I had to hold him. It was so nice.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
And they take a knee. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
I got the older hand.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
It smells like a cat. You smell like a kitty cat. A kitty cat. You smell like a kitty cat.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Bro, did you just wake up, you weird ass nigga?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Did you have a photo shoot today?
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Nigga.
It's still in summer, lights of the way.
Nigga, I did send the invite, boo.
A little bitch, some out there from the back, she went in, told her friends.
About to get started.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Game comfortably in hand. The
God.
scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback
Hello?
out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
Hello.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon,
Hello.
because
I ain't
I'm
mean
just
no
going to tell you,
hand.
in
What?
the 2015 season, I commentated on
Bro, you woke up, you didn't brush your teeth, wash your face or nothing, and you got straight on the mic to talk to me. Go brush your teeth. 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 Yo, brush it. Look at, bro, you even talking heavy. That's how